She's been a stand-up comic since her teens, and you've seen her in films with Gabriel Iglesias, appearances on Comedy Central, E, AXS, and others. And now you can catch her all week in Las Vegas at the Rio. Here's a preview of Gina, Brillon.
Nobody likes dealing with jealous people. We know. Stop telling us. We know we're a problem. Like, every boyfriend I ever had was always like, why don't you just trust me? I'm like, no. Now put on your ankle monitor and go have fun.
Oh, wow. All right. She's here with us on the couch this morning. Gina Brillon, welcome.
And the crowd goes wild.
You don't get to wear a jacket like that unless you can control that crowd.
I know.
Yes.
You have to be pretty baller to wear
no doubt.
a bright colored leather jacket.
Where do you get those anyway?
There's a secret spot
There's a
where we
secret
get crazy colored jackets.
Oh, wow.
No,
Nice.
it's from like Express. Guys, just go to Express. You can get everything I'm wearing. You pretty much buy.
Except for the shirt.
Except for the shirt. This was
from
a fan.
No
This was a fan of
kidding.
mine who made the shirt, and I was so touched by it. He literally asked me what color I wanted, everything. So shout out to Larry. I would say your last name, but I don't know how to pronounce it. There's like a million letters in it. It's like half the alphabet. I can't. Larry, you know who you are. Thank you for the shirt. I love it.
That's so nice. Don't you love the Las Vegas sign? It's
I really
so iconic,
do.
isn't
It really is. I love iconic stuff like that, like the Hollywood sign in California, and then you have the Vegas sign out here. It's just, it's excitement.
Speaking of iconic, Comedy Cellar, for those who have, who are comics or love comedy, know that that's like an iconic spot. And now we have our own here in Vegas. How you're liking the room? You're playing all week, aren't you?
I'm there all week, 2 shows, 7 and 9, and the shows have been great. We kicked off yesterday, and it's an amazing lineup of some of my favorite people from New York. We have like Nathan McIntosh, Dean Edwards, we have Orlando Liba, like my favorite people. Mark Cohen is the host, and we had Rocky Dale Davis come through. Like,
nice.
We're having such fun over at that club. Like, it's a good time. Like, I've yet to have a bad experience at that place as either a viewer, because I still go and watch comedy. Last time I was here, I went to see a show there, and it was just as amazing,
That's
like
awesome.
as being on stage.
In fact, you were sharing with Sean and I that you're a total comedy nerd.
Oh,
You
I am.
fell in love with comedy at age 14. Tell me about that moment. What made you fall in love?
I was channel surfing, unbeknownst to my parents, in their room. I was watching their cable, and I had started watching a horror film, and I heard footsteps, and I went, oh no, and I switched it, and on the screen came Brett Butler, and it was her second Showtime special, The Child Ain't Right. I'm sorry, no, Brett Butler sold out. The first one is The Child Ain't Right, if I'm getting my comedy history correct.
You probably are.
And I was watching, and I just immediately, she's this tall, beautiful, intelligent Southern woman, and it was the first time I saw a woman controlling a room full of people with her intellect and her stage presence. Because I grew up watching like Spanish TV, I grew up watching Univision and Telemundo. Anytime I saw a woman, she was either dressed scantily clad or legitimately a clown. Like clown makeup, big nose, everything. And so this was the first time I was actually seeing a woman control a room just being smart and funny. And I said, I want to do that.
Oh, that's awesome.
I became obsessed.
How refreshing to have a Latina comic too. I bet you get so much feedback from people going, thank you.
Oh yeah,
right?
A lot of people in the Latin community, and even not, like even just mainstream audiences, you know, they're just happy for the perspective. Because all I like to do is talk about my life and stories from my life and things that I feel like people can connect to no matter if they're Latino or not. It's just coming from the perspective of a Latin girl from the Bronx.
And now that Latin girl from the Bronx has an HBO stand-up special, which is like, that's like, you are now the girl that the next girl will see while she's commanding the crowd.
because she's afraid of her parents walking.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. She hears footsteps and she's like, flip, flip, flip. Who's this girl?
Who's this Gina?
Who's this great jacket wearing girl?
Tell us about this new special. It's called Easily Offended.
Yes, it's my little baby. I've worked with the HBO Latino people before. I did Entre Nos with them, and it was such an amazing experience that when they approached me to do a half hour, I was so excited. And we came up with the concept, and I worked close with the team, and we've even developed a stand-up comedy contest around to help promote it too for up-and-coming Latin comics. So I'll be doing that when I get back to New York for the in conjunction with the New York Latino Film Festival. We're doing a contest, so I'm really excited about everything that's going on.
You are killing it. Is there a podcast also?
Yes, Bobo, you know. Had to start the podcast. It's called Mess in Progress, and it's me and my girlfriend, Catherine Mendoza, and we always have a great time. It's an advice-based podcast, so people write into the show, and they hear my goofy advice. Like I've been given advice since I was a teenager. I have that face that's like, hey, tell me all of your problems right now.
Yes.
And so now I'm just like, all right, I've accepted my lot in life that I have that face.
You have hairdresser face?
Yeah, I
You just
do.
feel like-
Or bartender face where it's like,
Exactly.
tell me.
I get people ask me for directions all the time. I'm like, do I look approachable or like
Just
I
look
know
like
where
you
I'm
know
going?
where you're going.
I
That's
know.
what it is. You look responsible.
Okay.
Gina, congratulations on everything.
Thank you
It's
so
great having you in
much.
town.
Yeah, we're
Thank
so
you.
happy for you.
Thanks, guys.
For sure. Laugh along with Gina Brillon. We have this morning. She's performing at Comedy Cellar tonight through Sunday, guys. 2 shows a night. That's no joke. 7 and 9 p.m. For tickets, visit comedycellar.com. You can also follow Gina on Facebook and Twitter. Maybe get an idea of where she gets those cool leather jackets. Her website is up there as well. She's hilarious, and rumor is she's going to be back at the Jimmy Kimmel Comedy Club.
Ah.
soon. Did you hear that, John?
Yeah.
There's a little bit of a rumor there.